So, I got nothing snappy to say this morning. So, yeah, let's just get on topic. Hey everybody, it's Thomas with Get Out Arizona, and as you can ascertain from the intro, I needed coffee and more sleep. I probably shouldn't have stayed out late last night looking for hookers and blow, Brandon.
Did you find any?
No, that was disappointing. I got some good photos though.
Mission not accomplished.
No, mission not accomplished on that one. So anyways, guys, you're watching another topic. Toolbox topic, right? This one's going to be horrible. Toolbox topic. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon Van Leuven.
It's going to be horrible?
Yeah. Dude, I'm all over the map right now. See, I'm all excited, the prospect of hookers and blow. With my co-host, Brandon Van Leuven. Brandon, how the hell are you?
Feeling good.
You hungover today?
No.
Last time he was hungover, if you watched that last episode,
I had a
guys.
good Wednesday night. It's all right. I can do that.
You can do that. So, and he's back because remember, last week's episode, we had Wyatt Spalding, also of Traffic Bicycle Store, West Phoenix, and we talked about the shock rebuild on the rear shock. So, but Brandon's back from his little bit of a hiatus, so we're going to knock this one out. Brandon, what are we talking about today?
We're going to do a tubeless setup, and I have to admit, today's toolbox topic is going to be highly biased.
Highly biased.
Yep, this is the Bontrager Trek proprietary original setup. It's the reason I want to show this one because I want to show people how good it is and how easy it is. This is one thing that we are very proud of.
Brandon, are you going to leave us again, Brandon? We missed you last week.
I might leave.
Brandon, why you want to? Here, look, I'm healing, Brandon.
Dude, it looks good. It's looking good. I might touch it soon.
You might touch it soon?
I might touch it.
Yeah, a little bit of bourbon. He'll definitely touch it. Ain't that right? We'll still wear the hat for you, though. It feels the same in the dark.
All right, it's looking sexier.
All right, guys, seriously, before it gets so horribly out of control and we get dinged from YouTube. So now, there are obviously different setups for tubeless tires, rim systems, and everything like that. And just because you have a tubeless ready rim does not necessarily mean that it's tubeless, and there is some things that you need to do to get it ready for that. So we're going to try to get as serious as we possibly can, right? And Brandon's going to go ahead, and of course, I'll give my commentary as he does this. Now, guys, I have the Bontrager carbons, the Covey carbons on my 920. Guys, they're amazing, seriously.
They're great wheels.
Yeah. Brandon says he's being biased and everything. It is Bontrager and everything, but I'm here to tell you, I've put those rims through the ringer on my 920 doing, multi-surface rides and everything, and they're stellar. So I can testify to the durability and quality of them.
They're not the sexiest thing out there, obviously.
No.
But they are super high quality. They have a great warranty, and I'll rave about Bontrager wheels all day long.
Yeah.
Let's do this one.
All right, let's get on it.
This is my wheel. This is off my top fuel, and the tire that was on there was getting crappy. It was running low, and I had some bubbles forming and stuff. So figured it's time. Let's just replace the tire. I did not need to replace the rim strip inside, but for today's topic, yes, we're going to do it anyways. Heading back to how highly I think about this. This is a proprietary rim strip that goes into any Bontrager. Of course, everyone is different for every wheel. But once you put this thing in, you don't mess with it ever again, it seems like, unless you have to replace a spoke or something.
Right.
It just lasts forever. This is the stance tape.
I got a question, Brandon.
No.
What about cush core? Can we put cush cores in that today?
No one's allowed to put in cush cores.
No cush core?
No cush core.
All right. He hates the cush core.
I hate the cush core. But,
all right, continue. So Bontrager has his proprietary strip.
This is the tape for most other wheels. This is the stance tape. This is the original stuff. It does work very well, but it does end up going bad, and you have to replace it after a certain amount of time. Not a big deal, but this stuff you just never have to replace it unless you need to take it out. So enough of that. That was here and there, but that's enough of that, so to speak.
And once again, guys, we'll have links down below for all these items. And so if you have tubeless ready rims, but you're not rolling tubeless yet, you kind of know what you need. Now, again, it's going to be different for different rims and, as far like that. But the procedure, the process is going to be similar across the board. So, all right, let's put that strip in.
You got it. So one thing that you learn very early on when you're putting these things on is to mount them with the valve in first. If you put this thing on and it's just a little bit off, dude, you got to take it out. and these don't typically fare well taking in and out. You have to replace them if you take it out because it's in there so tight and it's in there so snug that it'll end up getting ripples on the sides.
Don't want ripples, guys.
No ripples.
No ripples.
So we'll start by putting this in with the proprietary, once again, Bontrager valve core, which is awesome. I will say it. It has a specific shape. Can I get closer to the camera? Is that cool?
Yeah.
It has a specific shape that sits right inside that
I don't know if
strip.
that's in focus or not, guys, but we're going to wing it at this point.
You said it wasn't going to be a very good one, so we'll hang with that.
We'll hang with that.
I'm starting with the valve side.
Okay.
This way I know that we're going to be lined up every time. Now this wheel is a symmetric wheel.
Okay.
Should you have an asymmetric wheel, it's very important. You put this thing in straight and you can kind of line it up and see it. But again, symmetric, no problem. I don't have to think that hard, and that's nice.
It's nice for all of us. So yeah, so when you think Bontrager, just think Apple, guys. I mean, at that point, because it's pretty much proprietary, and we already know how that goes. But I shouldn't necessarily bag on Bontrager as far as being proprietary. A lot of upper echelon mountain bike companies in general, are specialized, especially with their e-bikes, stuff like that. Yeah. They have their own system and everything. So just know that when you come into a certain ecosystem, you might want to do some research. If you're looking for something that's more universal, or something that, again, down the road is just going to be work in that ecosystem.
Yep, absolutely. All right, I've secured the valve here, so I know this thing isn't going to slip from side to side as I install the room strip. Now it's going to get a little tight at the end, but that's okay. It's going to snap into place.
Ooh, we can get some of that honey.
It's going to be awesome.
We can get some of that honey and put some honey on there. Can we spit on the end of it? That's what I do sometimes when it's tight. Hey guys, remember it's a kid's show. We're not talking about that.
So this is where it begins to get tight, and it's gonna take a little bit of effort to get this guy on. But that's okay, because we know it's going to be airtight after this. And that's the snap we want to hear.
That's the snap you want to hear.
It's in place. I'll go around the bead here and just make sure everything's lined up and sit underneath the bead of the rim.
Okay.
It looks real good. It's snapped into place. It's a no-brainer, man. This thing is now ready to go tubeless. It is airtight.
Airtight.
Super nice.
Hey, Brandon, did you ever see that movie Xanadu with Olivia Newton-John?
Bits and pieces of it.
Bits and pieces of it?
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe you can get a pair of rollerblades and we can do our own little...
Toolbox topics on rollerblades?
Well, no, we'll just rollerblade around and sing songs from Xanadu. You guys want to see that, huh? Yeah? No? Okay.
Oh, Olivia.
Right?
So hot.
You're the one that I want.
So I'm going to try this tire out today. I've never had it. This is the first time I've ever used a Maxxis tire.
Really?
So we're going to try it out.
Can you believe this guy? He sells me Maxxis tires all day long. Well, I love the Maxxis tire, though.
I know everybody loves them, so I'm going to try them out. This is the first time I'm going to stray away from the Bontrager stuff, just to give it tries.
Yeah.
You know?
Now, I noticed on this one, this is not the Maxxis Arden.
This is the Forecaster.
The Forecaster.
So I think it's just slightly more aggressive. It is going on the front.
Actually, I was going to say it looks a little less aggressive than
I think they're more widely spaced, but a little bit higher than the Arden. I don't know.
And this guy's a freaking owner. He's supposed to know this stuff, man. Freaking, what are you going to do? All right.
So we'll start setting this guy up. Pro tip, the logo always goes with the valve. Anything else is rook.
Anything else is rook. Look at this guy.
Oh, and also, I'm glad I caught myself. We're going to make sure that
he was getting ahead of himself is going the right way.
We're going to make sure the tread pattern is going the directional way as prescribed by the manufacturer.
Man, he's getting all excited thinking about Olivia Newton-John, rollerblades, Mr. Finger.
Can you imagine a little 8-year-old Brandon?
Oh, yeah.
Olivia Newton-John.
That's an episode onto its own right there as far as that goes. That one may actually get us banned from YouTube.
So this one might give me a little bit of trouble. We can speed this part up probably. I'm going to try a different method here. I'm going to put the rim in first, see if I can get a little bit better leverage on this stuff.
Why don't you just use your tire lever like everybody else would?
That's one thing we want. I try as hard as possible not to use a tire lever if possible. I don't think that's going to be
anti-tire.
I don't think that's going to be possible in this one. This is going to be a tight fit.
Oh yeah.
But
it's not loose like that one that we did.
No, that was totally rigged. That was super rigged.
Yeah. So.
But just like we did in that episode, I'm moving the bead to the center so I have more room to get these on.
Yeah.
And Yeah, this is gonna be a good one. So one side is on.
Yeah.
I'll now
I'm
move
sure
to
you
the other
guys hear
side.
that phone ringing in the background, and I got to remind you that we are at Trek Bicycle Store West Phoenix in Goodyear, Arizona. And so from time to time, you're going to hear that. And don't be one of those people that go, Tom, it's weird, the phone ringing in the kind. No, seriously. Guys, stop. It's not a big deal. So.
All right, now it's going to get a little difficult. So just like we did on the tube section, and I just mentioned again, we're going to move that bead to the inside so I have some room to put this thing on.
Okay.
And
you
then
notice
we're
how I'm not
starting,
helping him at all, you know? Not one bit.
and starting away from the valve and moving towards the valve because that will give me the most amount of room to get this thing on.
Right. Come on, Brandon. Come on.
I know.
Don't let it kick your ass, dude.
I'm going to start sweating, and that doesn't look good. That's not a good look. So I'm going to go ahead and use the tire lever.
Oh, man.
And this one's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Nope. Looks a little deformed up here,
Yep.
though.
So here's what we're going to do now. There's a couple ways that you can do this. You can either put the sealant in first while you're doing that, but it can potentially spill out and get messy.
Yeah.
Here's what we like to do. We like to set up the tire and then remove the valve core.
You gonna
and
blow
put
into
the sealant in.
I still want to see you blow into that stem, Brandon.
Just give it a little shape first.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you do. See, you blow on the stem, and it gets bigger, guys. That's the key thing right there.
Give it a little shape. I'm going to use the, once again, proprietary Bontrager sealant. This stuff has
I
a
use
lot.
the stand sealant, guys.
all
The
right.
stand sealant works great.
Bontrager stuff is really good too. I really like to push this stuff. So I'll put this in now. Now that I've given the tube, or excuse me, the tire just a little bit of shape, put this in. Hopefully no mess.
Now I'm kind of curious, Brandon. Why don't you just like do it so it's like pointing down and you don't have no dribbles coming out?
You could. I feel more comfortable this
More
way.
confident that way?
Yeah.
So you like doing it from the side?
On the sides. Look at that, no mess.
All right.
Reinstalling my valve core. All the sealant's in there, didn't spill a drop. And now I can set this thing up and hopefully we get a couple good pops out of it.
Right, you definitely want to set that bead. You got to hear that snap.
Here it comes, one by hand.
Oh, there we go.
That's the sound of victory. I'm gonna double check, make sure the bead is set everywhere. Give it a spin,
You know what that smells like?
nice and straight.
It smells like victory. Dude, Robert Duvall was a badass in friggin' Apocalypse Now, man.
That was phenomenal.
That was a great movie. How did we go from talking about tires to Apocalypse
So
Now?
good.
I have no idea. How we go from talking about anything in these episodes, guys, again, I have no idea. So, Brandon, that
Dude, we're
was
done.
actually,
We're
that
done.
was very short and sweet. Can you imagine that, guys? A sub 10-minute toolbox topic. So this is actually something that people could do at home if they had the right rim, obviously a tubeless ready rim, and they had the right materials for a Bontrager rim or whatever rim they're using and everything, and just, you know, again, being savvy with it and being able to do it. They don't necessarily have to come into a bike shop to complete
No,
this
not at all.
task.
I
Okay.
think really the key is, you know, we talked about pumps a few times ago.
Right.
So having the
Remember that? Pump up the volume,
that was a
pump
good
up
one.
the volume, pump up the volume.
Dance.
See? And who's Brad?
I'm Brad.
That's right, all the time, and he knows this now. All right, so yeah, so this is actually this is one of the easier things.
Bontrager is one of the easier ones. If you were to have to reset up another rim with stand safe or something, it does take a little while longer. You have to put the tape on. You have to make sure that the rim is just immaculately clean. And it does take a little more effort to do that. But this is super fast. I love this setup.
Yeah, and this is the first time I've seen the Bontrager system, guys, to be honest with you. And I've seen other, you know, this is very efficient. So like just
great.
seeing it firsthand and everything like that, I see why Brandon raves so much about it. But there are other options. We'll have those options linked down below too, as well as the Bontrager stuff and everything. So awesome, Brandon. Well, that's great. That worked out really good. And now you got a new tire.
New tire.
Hopefully you enjoy that Maxxis. I love the Maxxis tires.
Good. I can't wait to try it.
So, all right. And really, you didn't need a whole lot of specialty tools. The only thing, tool Brandon really used was a tire lever and the valve stem puller, which...
Well, this guy was also pivotal.
Right. And you have to have where the pump then comes in again with the canister to hit it really hard to get that bead to pop and everything like that. So you can see, pretty darn simple, easy to do, something you can do in your garage without a bike stand. So, or again, you can bring it down to the bike shop if you're like, screw that, I'll just let other people deal with it. So
we'll do it.
Awesome. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Toolbox Topic. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, short and sweet. Brandon, thanks for joining us again. Good to have you back. So it was fun having Wyatt on the show, though. I mean, that was a great episode and everything. Hopefully people got a lot out of that. Guys, next week, as a reminder, Wyatt is going to be back, and we're going to be doing bike packing. He's going to be talking about the bike packing rig, all the different nuances, the subtle differences between a bike packing rig and a regular mountain bike or road bike.
Kid.
Yeah, so it's going to be good. I'm getting ready to start building my bike packing bike anyway, so it's going to be a good episode. So, as always, guys, if you found entertainment value, educational value, maybe, I think this one was pretty good.
It was pretty good. So, you said it was going to be terrible, but it was all right.
Yeah, no, it turned out well. I started out slow. This one, and I had to gain that speed. I didn't start strong from the gate. So definitely, though, guys, hit the like button and the subscribe button because it helps out the channel immensely. Also, don't forget to hit the bell notification icon, the ding-a-ling-a-ling one. So that way, whenever we post a new video, whether it be a trail video, toolbox topic, soon to come here, the Let's Talk About It segments, you're always going to get a notification. You'll be one of the first ones to know. Also, the links down below, we need to remind you, they are not affiliate links, and we do not receive any type of monetary compensation at all for those. They're just there so you know what we're using, where you can go to get it, and have a good frame of reference. So we'll definitely let you know when that changes, hopefully sometime too. It'd be nice to be able to pay the bills with this channel at some point. So, man, and other than that, I think we're good. Brandon, so, right? Anything else you want to add?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
All right. He's buying lunch today, too, by the way, guys. Actually, it's still kind of early, so breakfast maybe. No, I'm joking. I always buy breakfast. It's just because the guy I am. Anyways, guys, enough. What do we always tell you? Be kind to yourself and others. Always be amazing stewards out on the trail.
And?
It's important. And, got to ask, what are you waiting for? Get out Arizona. Guys, we'll see you on the next adventure.
See you next time.
Thanks again, man. I appreciate it,
buddy.
Anytime. All right, guys, take care. We'll see you again.